Michaels Royal Rumble 1995.
The originator of Royal Rumble saves the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. This is one reason why Shawn is the GOAT of Memorable Women. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today's video we're going to be reacting to 10 of the smartest ways WWE wrestlers have saved themselves in a Royal Rumble match. The Royal Rumble is coming up soon. Comment below who do you think is going to win. My picks are going to CM Punk and women's. I'm gonna go with, if she comes back, AJ Lee. If not, then Bayley. I'm maybe wrong. Let's get into this video.
Rumble is one of the most exciting and successful matches on the WWE calendar, and over the years wrestlers have been able to avoid elimination in incredibly risky yet highly entertaining ways. Most of the time this goes to plan and the specific save receives a thunderous ovation from the live crowd. Join us now as WrestleMania looks at 10 of the best Royal Rumble saves ever. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new website, WrestleMania.com. Number 10, Kofi Kingston, Royal Rumble 2012. A former WWE champion, Kofi Kingston has become a human highlight reel when it comes to the annual Royal Rumble match. Virtually every year, Kingston delivers a heroic act of athleticism in an attempt to avoid elimination, and the 2012 incarnation of the Rumble was one of Kingston's most memorable
I
Rumble
honestly
saves.
do not
Kingston
remember
would
the
be thrown over the top
2012
rope by
Royal
The
Rumble.
Miz, and Kingston would
Okay, I
fall
know
down,
which
only
one
for
we're
The Miz to
talking
kick out
about.
and push Kingston out of the ring.
He's done it so
Immediately,
many
Kingston
times
proceeded
that
to perform a handstand,
sometimes I
walk on
just
his hands
don't
around the
even
ringside area until
remember
he
which
reached
one's
the ring
which.
steps. Here,
I know
Kingston
which
was
one we're
able to
talking
secure his
about.
way back into the ring, completely avoiding
I know which one we're talking about now. I had a blonde moment. I've not slept yet. It's 6 in the morning.
elimination in the process. The 2012 Rumble wasn't exactly the greatest Rumble of all time, yet Kingston's save was arguably the standout moment of the entire matchup. Kingston would offer...
I get an ad. Really? I don't care.
some fascinating insight into the handstand spot during an interview with Bleacher Report, and this is what the WWE veteran had to say. I think it was either that day, I know it was less than a week, that I had the idea to even do it. John Morrison was the guy who jumped off the apron and Spider-Man'd all the way to the barricade and jumped back into the ring. The next Rumble he was gone, he wasn't with any company anymore. I thought, oh, who can fill that void? Let me slide up in there. The handstand came about at that moment, and at the time I hadn't done a handstand in about a decade. If you notice, when most people do a handstand, they walk the other way. I couldn't walk the other way. That was the only way I could do it. When people went nuts for it, I thought, alright, let's see what we can do the next year. Number 9, Katana Chance, Royal Rumble 2019. Katana Chance is often labelled as one of the most athletic and gifted female talents in WWE, and this was on full display in the Women's Royal Rumble in 2019. Chance, while still...
This is honestly the very first place that I saw Katana Chance because it got there was on American Ultra. I know it's the most random thing ever. I never thought she would really join the It kind of surprised me when I saw her show up in NXT.
In the NXT, brand will make a surprise appearance in the aforementioned Rumble, and she left a lasting impression on fans that they will never forget. When Chance was knocked off the apron, fans believed that she'd been eliminated by Dana Brooke. However, she was able to land with her feet in the air, and she proceeded to put her feet on the barricade, and similarly to Kofi Kingston years prior, she would handstand her way around the ringside area. Chance would then move towards the ring post and pull herself up. The core strength was like nothing seen before in a Rumble match, and the spot itself is widely considered to be one of the most memorable spots in the history of the Women's Rumble. Number 8, AJ Styles, Royal Rumble 2021.
AJ Styles, I do not remember.
Pandemic, the 2021 Royal Rumble took place at the Thunderdome. Despite no actual fans being in attendance,
anything from the Thunderdome is kind of a blur for me. I'm just putting that out there. The whole Thunderdome era was kind of like meh era of me just sitting there like, Yay. Woohoo, wrestling.
They
There was like no crowd. The crowd was what made the show another level.
the best
Without a crowd, it's kind of like watching wrestlers just wrestle with nothing, no sound.
job possible with the two respective Rumbles, and both Rumbles received extremely positive reviews both from fans and critics. The men's Rumble featured some creative and logical spots, including the way AJ Styles avoided elimination in the match. As it looked like AJ was about to be eliminated by the legendary Rey Mysterio, AJ's associate Omos caught AJ and hilariously pushed him back into the ring. The presentation of Omos was heavily praised in the match, as the WWE used him in a smart yet compelling manner. Number 7, Rey Mysterio Royal
Almost. Where has he been? He's not been on TV in like a month and a half.
Rumble
Maybe he'll be in the Rumble for
2009. Booking innovative and exciting spots in the Royal Rumble has become harder and harder as the years have gone on. Yet in 2009, WWE delivered something insanely creative and unique when it came to how Rey Mysterio avoided elimination. Mysterio would be thrown over the top rope by Triple H, and Mysterio saw that Miz and John Morrison were on the floor outside, so Mysterio simply used the two as a
that
stepping stone to
IQ.
avoid
That
elimination.
IQ on
The
Ray
story
is mind
received a
blowing.
thunderous ovation from the audience, and the fans in attendance were clearly aware
The way
that
they
exact
actually
same
set
memorable
up
Royal
this
Rumble
spot
moment.
was smart. You have the Miz laying down on the ground. I believe that's the Miz. You have Morrison on his hands and knees. Use him as a stepping stool, and then get on the ring steps. It's simple, but it worked. And Ray's only like 5 feet away, so doing all of that shouldn't really
Number 6,
take out
Kofi
a full person, you know what I'm saying? I Stan Simmons back when like broke the rod.
Kingston Royal Rumble 2013. It's difficult to narrow down Kofi Kingston's Royal Rumble saves, as the majority of them have made for a classic Rumble spot. In 2013, Kingston will be knocked off the apron by his arch rival
Kofi's gonna be on this list at least 4 to 5 times. I'm just putting that through. Kofi is the GOAT of Royal Rumble moments that I can think of.
Dolph Ziggler,
At least for like spots.
and Kingston decided to leap on the back of Lord Tensai. Tensai would then dump Kingston on the announce table, and this left Kingston in an awkward yet promising position. He would then proceed to use a chair from the commentary table to hop towards the ring. Kingston managed to successfully pull off the stunt, which was a miracle as it could have gone badly wrong. Kingston's miraculous save received an
Didn't he try this last year and I botched? Or was it the year before last year? There was one time he tried the chair move and it kind of failed.
enormous ovation.
Which honestly, they should have just like ignored it and not actually called him. And you know what I'm saying? They should have just ignored it and act like no one's all.
And it was evident from this point onwards that Kingston was going to become a Royal Rumble legend, and he was going to become a talking point of the Rumble match each and every year. Number 5, Naomi Royal Rumble 2018. The 2018 Rumble was historic, as it saw the women in WWE booked in their very first Rumble match. The match was well crafted and managed to showcase a lot of the women's roster in different ways. Naomi was booked like a megastar in the match, mainly thanks to the ingenious manner she managed to avoid
I
elimination.
figured
Naomi's
that
incredible Rumble save will come when
I
she
forgot
beat
the
out
spot
Becky
happened,
by Nia
but I
Jax.
don't.
Luckily, Naomi would land on a group of wrestlers, and Naomi used the opportunity to latch herself onto the ringside barricade. She would then walk around the barricade and proceed to borrow an announcer's chair, just like Kofi Kingston did back in 2013. She then offered her own unique variation of the spot, as she would put her feet on the chair.
I completely
and
forgot this
hold to
happened.
safety, and then she was able to re-enter the match. WWE
There's
and
no
Naomi deserve a
moments
ton
of
credit
this
for doing something different with a
happening
Rumble save.
in my.
It could have been easy to deliver a carbon copy.
For context, this is the day after I got out of the hospital after being in the hospital for 3 months, 2.5 months. The Royal Rumble happened the day after. Yes, basically was takeover the night that I got back. The takeover that happened, whatever, I don't know what takeover that would have been. It was. I have no clue what takeover it was. I just know it was the takeover that night that I got back. I watched takeover, and then the day after I watched Shinsuke win the World And I screamed upon screamed because I was a Shinsuke fan this time.
Kingston spot, yet they didn't, and in turn they managed to deliver a celebrated Rumble save. Number 4, Mandy Rose, Royal Rumble 2020.
Is this the Otis spot?
Storylines between 2019 to 2020
Yes.
was the storyline between Otis
Feeling in what she does now. Okay.
and Mandy Rose. The two had great chemistry as an on-screen partnership, and their spot in the 2020 Women's Rumble was one of the most hilarious moments of the storyline. Rose would be thrown over the top rope by Alexa Bliss, and as Rose was about to fall off the apron, Otis appeared on the floor as a safety net for Rose to fall on. The crowd came alive for the following spot, and this was no doubt a key indicator that WWE needed to take the storyline further heading into the WrestleMania season. Number 3, John Morrison, Royal Rumble 2011.
John Morrison was never used correctly. Morrison was never used correctly in WWE in my opinion. I'm just putting it out there. That man deserved a World Heavyweight title. Or at least minimum of a Money in the Bank one. At most a World Heavyweight title run. Like, they never used him correctly, as they did, like, on the Independence, Lucha Underground, etc., etc. Morrison has the potential of, like, 5 current wrestlers in the way. But then they erased him.
2011 Rumble saw 40 men enter the annual matchup for the first time ever. The match was full of surprises as names such as Diesel and Booker T entered the match, and also saw John Morrison deliver one of the most thrilling Rumble saves imaginable. Morrison will be knocked off the apron by William Regal, and he managed to land on the barricade.
That's back when Regal was still with the Flash Remind one.
For his athletic endeavor. This was around the time in which fans were pushing for Morrison to be in.
Morrison's in the parkour, isn't he? He has like stunt jumps and stuff to go, so it should have been probably somewhat some player just if it had any guess, to be honest with you.
Into the main event scene, and spots such as Morrison's Rumble save definitely contributed to his immense popularity at the time. Number 2, Rey Mysterio, Royal Rumble 2006.
I don't remember this, I'm being honest. I was only 2 years old at this point, I think. So I don't remember this. I've probably seen this Rumble. I think I've watched every Rumble at least once. Just because they're fun to watch. I went back and watched them all. But I have no clue what this battle is.
Heading into the 2006 Rumble, there were 3 favorites to win the match. These were Triple H, Randy Orton, and Rey Mysterio. These 3 would just so happen to make up the...
Okay, I know what spot we're talking about. The breaks them up like he's about to body slam. And then Red reverses, yeah, I know what we're talking about now. I just didn't know what... I thought that was 2005. But then I can never that Crispin will win in 2004 or 2005. Was it 2005? I can't remember. It had to be 05 because no one talks about the 05 Rumble.
Orton and Mysterio on his shoulders, and it looked like the Legend Killer was winning his first ever Rumble match. In a joyous sequence, Mysterio managed to use the ring ropes for leverage and reverse Orton's elimination attempt into a Hurricanrana to win the entire match. Following his historic victory, Mysterio would head into WrestleMania 22, where he defeated both Kurt Angle and the aforementioned Orton in a triple threat match to win his first world title in WWE. And number 1, Shawn Michaels, Royal Rumble 1995.
The originator of Royal Rumble saves the Heartbreak Kid, Shadwigs. This is one reason why Shawn is the GOAT of memorable moments.
In modern day Rumbles, the skin the cat spot is found multiple times throughout a single match. Yet when Shawn Michaels delivered the spot in 95, it was memorable for all the right reasons. In the final stages of the match, the British Bulldog believed he had successfully eliminated HBK, yet HBK was able to hang on to the ropes. He was then able to pull himself up and over the ropes and eliminate Bulldog to win his first Rumble matchup. HBK's initial Skin the Cat Rumble save has ultimately become one of the most replayable moments of the past 3 decades, and the spot itself has become synonymous with the legendary career of the WWE Hall of Famer. But there you have it, folks, 10 other best...
In my opinion, the best one of all time is the co-film that he does with the chair. That's probably my favorite one out of all these, to be honest with you. If you guys haven't yet, please like, subscribe, comment. I'll see you guys in the next video.